everybody and welcome to Taff en route. Today's away game is Tranmere, and yes, we're very much in need of a reaction after the last game, of course. Absolute drumming from Yeovil, a lot of individual mistakes, completely unexpected given the fact that we were playing so well beforehand. You know, 4 wins on the bounce, 6 games unbeaten, we were flying, and then to come crashing down to earth like that was quite soul destroying, to say the least. But we move on. Today's Tranmere away. They are unbeaten at home, but so were Port Vale and Oldham, so I got a good feeling we'll bounce back quite well today. I'll be happy with the draw. I'm driving today. I don't have Phil in the family except Leanne's there hiding in the front seat. In the back, from the far end and over, we got Jeff Williams, we got Matthew Larkham, and then we got Liam. Your last name's Williams as well, isn't it? Yeah, Liam Williams and all. So Liam is actually the new chairman of the DSA as it goes, so I'm sure he may want to plug the DSA at some point during this this blog. But yeah, we'll start with Jeff then. I'd like to know what your feelings are at the moment on the, well, not so much the Oval game, although that could well be the focus of this. The season as a whole so far, really, and what you think we might do today.
Well, I think you see a great reaction, Chris, today. In regard to the season, I think we've done really, really well overall. I think it surpassed my expectations. You know, for the side, there's no question about it. After the first game, at Mansfield, I know there was a lot of negativity around the fan base, but what's encouraged me from the outset of the season is the quality of the football that we've been playing. The ball's been on the deck. I think the business that Mike Flynn did in the summer has been tremendous. Almost all of the intake of new players have been exceptional. And as I say, everything's been on the deck. Nice football, and I don't think that you could say that we haven't deserved to be where we were in the table, you know, until last week, because I think our footballers deserved that. Unfortunately, the Oval game is just one of those things. The timing of some of the goals, there was a few mistakes, all of a sudden we're 2-0 down. I think the timing of the goals, especially the third and the fourth, the one just before half time, is you know, psychologically, when you're going from 2-0 down to 3-0 down, all of a sudden it's a mountain at 3-0 down, and then whatever Mike Flynn said at half time, you know, it goes up in smoke then, literally a minute into the second half, and then when you're 4-0 down, you know, you're talking damage limitation. It's not, you know, it's not really realistic. Yeah. Come back, and in fairness to Yeovil, they were clinical. They took every chance they could, and I know it's people have been saying about it in the media. It's a cliche, bad day in the office, but everything that could have gone wrong went wrong that day. Yeah. And you've got to doff your hat to Yeovil. They were very clinical, very efficient, and brilliant on the break. They were ruthless. They were ruthless, and they attacked with such aggression. They could have won by more. They could have won by more, and it was painful the last 15 minutes or so, and then Bobby got sent off, obviously. But listen, you know, I think it's one of those games. It does happen occasionally. Unfortunately, you never forget it for the wrong reason. But I do believe it's a blip, and you could see the pain on the players' faces when they were coming off. And I'm sure, you know, there's going to be a reaction today. I think we'll get a point. I hope we'll get a point at least. We might get more. I think, you know, probably. I want, you know, none of us were in the changing room at the end of the game after Yeovil, but if I was Mike Flynn, I don't think I'd have said anything to them then, because they were obviously down. I'd have left it on Monday morning. Yeah. They must have been hurting. They're professional, proud players, proud sportsmen. I'm expecting a reaction today, Chris. Yeah.
Absolutely. Matthew, what are your thoughts then, mate?
Well, I thought we played well at the Oval game. Even when they went 1-0 up, I thought it was still all us. We could have come back into it.
Yeah.
But then it's when the third and fourth goal went in. That's when the head started to drop. Yeah. And they were just ruthless, and they were just catching us all the time. Yeah. We were forward, men forward, try and get some goals back. And then all of a sudden it just went 4 and then 5, and then it just hopefully today we can bounce back, hopefully get a win. We just need to play football like we usually do. Yep. Just keep it on the deck, pass it round, and last week and just
absolutely
keep pushing on.
Just funny how you mentioned how the 4th, then the 5th went in. The 6th goal pretty much summed the day up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty much summed it all up.
And as what you were going on about was when Bobby got sent off, there was no need. He just lost his head.
Yeah.
I know we were 6-0 down at the time, but you still don't go diving into tackles.
No,
like
absolutely
that.
not.
You can't just push your frustration like that.
Well, the disappointing thing with the Robbie Wilmot thing, with him, he's now banned for 3 games. There's no point even trying to contest that. It was a stupid challenge, definite red, definite 3-game ban.
Yeah.
He was the one player that actually looked like he was bright.
Yeah.
You know? He was the one player that actually looked like he was going to make something of a difference in the game.
When he had come on, I thought he was all. I thought he could have turned back in our favour. But
just we got Phil and everyone is in the car next to us, right by a. Fuck off. Right, so yeah.
And it stopped raining.
Oh, it stopped raining as well. Happy days. So moving on then, Liam is hiding behind me. Your time has come, my friend. There he is. What about your thoughts then, mate?
I was quite lucky enough last week that I was working, so I avoided that. I listened to it on iFollow though, and I usually enjoy listening to the county when working, but last week just
switched it off after 3-0.
Just persevered, and
you're going past Phil now. Well, funny how you mentioned switching things off. I remember last season with Mansfield at 3-0, when we were away, I couldn't make the game and I was listening to it on iFollow, and 3-0, gone, couldn't be bothered. And then I looked at my phone then and realised it was 5. I was like, oh, I think I'd done myself a favour there.
Yeah, it was the same last year as well.
Yeah.
I remember that night.
Yeah. How can you forget? No, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't mind taking a beating if we react well today, you know? If we can put it behind us and show that it was just a freak result, and Yeovil ain't 6 goals better than us, really. I mean, on paper they are because they won the game 6-0. But on the performance, we could have been 1-0 up before they scored the first goal. We could have brought it back to 1-1 before they scored the second. We could have got it to 2-1 before they scored the third. Every one of their goals was avoidable. It was just one of them games where every single player had an absolute stinker.
Yes.
And there was just nothing we could do about it.
No, there's no doing about it.
No.
I mean, it was everybody did have a poor game, and you know, let's get this out of the way now and just move on today. And,
absolutely, 100%.
I bet they can't wait. I bet the rest of the country cross our white line today, because you know you're only as good as your last game, and that was awful. And they want to erase that from their memories. And I'm sure we can have an improved performance today.
Yeah,
really,
certainly.
Let's just hope we don't.
We live in hope.
Let's just hope we don't lose any support from the game last week.
Because that's a key
that's
point.
the only disappointing thing. The only thing,
yeah.
You know, sometimes you've got to take it on the chin. You know, you do have these bad defeats.
Yeah.
But it was an awful lot of people that were walking out of the, you know, certainly from the Eastern Terrace.
Yeah.
And we just had a tiny crowd, you know. And
yeah. Well, one of our biggest home crowds for a while.
That was a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
Because, you couldn't help but wonder whether some of them, perhaps maybe come for the first time, are they going to come back again?
Well, I know of one person who spoke to one of them people who went for their first game and said that they wouldn't be back after that. I mean, I suppose you can't blame them for saying that, because if that's their first experience, you're not exactly going to get the Katie bug by watching them lose 6-0. But saying that, something got them over there.
In the first place.
Whatever got them over there, why can't they just cling to that and think, well, they only had a bad day at the office? Well, not a bad day, it was an absolute freaking awful day at the office.
The most important thing, I think, really, is the football, and I say this to people that don't really come, they just watch it on the telly.
Yeah.
It's not just, it's obviously the result is of paramount importance, but it's not be an end all. It's the day out, it's the camaraderie, it's the night before the game. Mm-hmm. You know, it's seeing people that you don't know their names, they're familiar strangers, but you say hello to them, and it's all of that camaraderie and the buzz and the banter. And so, you know, come back, please come back.
Absolutely.
We need your support.
Yeah.
That's the thing, if you're saying about watching the football, I mean, Yeovil did a masterclass on us, really, so if we want to come down and watch football.
Yeah, that's the thing, yeah. I mean,
sort of good game of football in one sense.
I I mean, in a lot of senses, people are put off by the fact it's only League Two, but the fact is, there's good players in League Two, there's good teams, there's good football being played in League Two, you just got to give it a chance. I mean, you know, you can go watch a Parks game on a Sunday and watch rubbish football if you want, you know, but it's still football. Football's football, and it is a good standard in League Two. I mean, for me, the standard improves every year in that division. So, gotta get yourselves down, guys. Right, so to wrap things up on this one, then, what kind of team are we looking at? What kind of tactics, and how should Michael Flynn approach the game, basically?
I don't think he should do much different. I think, as I said, we've all been saying it was just everything went wrong last week.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, we played the way that we played out. Baker's in midfield. I think he's what I like about the guy is that he plays football with his head up, his technique is excellent. He trusts it. He looks for the forward pass. You know, I wouldn't be changing an awful lot. Sometimes, you know, as I say, I don't keep repeating myself, but you do have to take it on the chin. Sometimes things don't go right, and everybody had a bad game on the day last week. But I don't think we've been doing a lot wrong this year.
No.
In fact, it's much better football this year, and I think we've got a lot of respect from some of the teams that we've played. And I wouldn't take it with a team, to be honest with you.
The one point before we completely move on to the Tranmere game with Yeovil was the substitutions at half time. I mean, fair play, he had to change something. Do you think he took the right players off? So Pipe and Sheehan went off.
I don't know. Well, the thing with Pipe, you don't know whether he's carrying an injury. You know, he's sometimes I don't think. Okay, what I say here, he hasn't quite got the engine that he used to have. You know, very often he's.
Yeah.
There was one occasion particularly where Baker was looking for a pass out to the right, and Pipe he hadn't crossed the, you know, he didn't have the energy, the legs to push on forward, stuff like that. Whether he might be carrying an injury, we don't know. Tyler Forbes, to me, looks a great, you know, in a right back. I think he gives us a little bit more energy now than Pipe. Pipe is just a massive legend in the club, and he sort of embodies the never say die attitude.
Yes, of course.
But Tyler Forbes, I think we missed him anyway last week. I don't think that when we changed at half time, I think Scott Bennett is better in the back rather than in midfield.
Yeah.
I think he's a much better centre back when he's playing in that. Three centre backs at the back. So, you know, maybe I don't know. Maybe Robbie could have gone into midfield. I don't know, rather than right back. Right back. But,
no, I quite like Robbie as a right wing back.
Yeah.
His balls into the box are good. Obviously, he got the assist for the goal we scored against Tottenham. He's got assists from those positions before he can dribble the ball on the wing. So I'm a fan of Robbie Wilmot on the wing. I think Marsh Brown was put into the centre. I personally wouldn't have taken Sheehan off. I'd have taken Dolan off. And I personally would have taken Bennett off, then bring Robbie on but push him up into midfield, because at the end of the day a lot of their attacks were coming through the centre, so we were lacking in midfield. Bennett was out of position a lot because he was trying to plug a midfield gap a lot during that game, so he was caught out an awful lot because he wasn't in position, because he felt the need to push it up into that midfield role. So what I would have done, even though they were attacking with force, is put a bit of tenaciousness, if that's even a word. Tenacity, that's the one, yeah. So, yeah, I went to Betis High School, don't mind me, my education ain't so great. Yeah, so tenacity. Robbie Wilmot certainly brought that with him. The only thing is, though, 6-0 down, that sort of boiled over too much and resulted in his red card, of course. But if we had that bit of tenacity, maybe, just maybe, we could have scored a goal, got the crowd lifted, and we could have flipped it on them. I think Flynn got his tactics wrong. I think he didn't do his own work right, and I think all round everyone played a bad game. But today, Flynn's got the opportunity to put things right. I think he should stick with his usual formation, because that's the one that's got us to where we are. I think he should look to change things up a little. I think some players have got a bit too comfortable in their positions, and I think it's time for Mark O'Brien to regain his centre-back position. I think Dimitri was a better player alongside Mark O'Brien. I think Franks, O'Brien and Dimitri would be a formidable centre-back trio. Bennett, I wouldn't drop him. I would use him in midfield. I think we need.
Like the holding man.
Yeah. If that had been the starting, if that had been the start for Yeovil, I don't think we'd have conceded 6 goals. I don't think we'd have conceded 3 goals. Like I said, they penetrated the hole a lot, and they got a lot of success from it, and they created a lot of chances on the back of it. There was no one plugging that hole. Bennett would have been the perfect person to plug that hole. That's why he was stepping forward to try and plug that hole, but the defence got caught right. If we had O'Brien, Franks and Demetriou with Bennett plugging that hole in the anchor position, I think would have been set against Yeovil. We're going to be presented with a similar threat today, because you've got the likes of Oliver Norwood, who's one of the highest scoring players in the division, one of the highest scoring players in the lower leagues for, over the course of a few seasons. So he's going to present a threat. I think we need 3 solid centre backs and someone plugging that hole today.
And again,
we're the away team, aren't we?
Yeah. If as you said, maybe Benno in front of the back 3.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We're going to be tighter, and I think we need to be tighter. I mean, I don't think I think the day will be tighter, and we'll, if you like, be catching them on the break, hopefully.
Yeah.
The classic away performance. And I think it's probably, maybe it's a good thing that we're away today rather than home again. Might even take a little bit of pressure off the players in a funny sort of way. And if we get a result today, then not only are we way up there at the table, if we get a big result today, it's going to bring more confidence and the bounce back into the team,
Perfect. So before we go on to predictions, last thing to talk about the starting lineup. Who starts an attack today?
Podge and Harris.
Podge and Harris, exactly what I was thinking. Yep, Podge and Harris.
Those two won't stop running. They'll run and chase everything all day long.
Good.
And that's what you need for them to harass the defence. Because the more you can harass the defence, they'll make mistakes, catch them then, and go from there.
But between the two of them, they bring a lot of pace, experience, and attacking know-how, and I think we're going to need that if we're going to catch them on the counter-attack today.
Technically, I think Mark Harris is going to have a good career. He looks to me in advance of Antoine Semenyo at the moment.
Yeah.
He seems more ready for football, ready for the high level football.
Yes.
He might be a year in front of Semenyo. I think Cardiff got a player there without a doubt.
Yes, 100%.
And Podge is to me the consummate centre forward. He holds the line, he runs, he works his socks off, he presses the defence. He won't give any defenders 5 minutes on the ball. He's there in front of them straight away.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't see the work that Podge does.
Yeah.
He does a heck of a lot of work, and he chips in with the goals.
Yeah,
what do you want from the centre forward?
It's not just the goals he can give us. He tracks back as well.
Exactly.
He's not just an 8-8 striker. He'll track back. He'll make tackles in midfield. He'll even sometimes get back and help out with the defending when they're countering us. He's one of the players that is back as well. Helping out with the back. So
Fantastic business.
Striker.
Buying Podge was fantastic business.
Good utilisation of the Leeds money from the League Cup last year.
We need a time date for the new deal.
Yeah, there's a few of them that we need to do that. Absolutely. So guys, we're going to wrap things up now then. Thanks for your input on that one. The last thing I want from you all is a score prediction. I'm going to open with mine and say 1-1 today.
I'm sorry to be a sheep, but I think 1-1 as well, I've got to be honest.
I think we could bounce back, yeah? I think 2-1 County.
2-1 County, there we go, positivity, absolutely. Liam?
I think a 1-0 win, just, a scrappy away win would be lovely, just to get the confidence back.
An Oldham-esque type game, yes, I'm down with that one. And does Liam want to throw in a quick prediction? There they go, she's shaking her head, she doesn't want to get involved. Thanks all for watching, thanks to the 3 guys in the back for their input in this, and we'll see you all in Tranmere, those who are making the trip. Thanks very much, cheers for now, and as always, up the county.